Okay, I want to thank you guys. I want to talk to you guys just for a few minutes about the Emergency Food Distribution Program for May. I want to thank everybody that helped to make it a success. I know we had others that maybe thought that it wasn't going to go off well, or we didn't have enough time to prepare. But I want to thank everyone that came out and put their hands to it and helped out with us, because I want to tell you guys that it's because of you that we were able to give out 10,000 emergency food boxes, over 600,000 pounds of food, over 22,400 plus cases of food. So I want to thank you guys for that. Now, I want to take the time to allow some of my leadership staff just to talk about their experiences with the Emergency Food Box Program.
Hi, I'm Dana Bates. I'm the Human Resource Manager here at CADC. This past month of May, when we did our emergency food distribution, was a wonderful thing to be involved in.
Watching our employees work side by side, not concerned with what program they work in, was something that I had not anticipated when we began our distribution. There were Head Start folks working hand in hand with weatherization, transportation working with IT, maintenance working with CSBG staff, HR, finance, upper management, board members, and the list could go on and on. We tore down the silos between program lines and even work sites within those program lines, and all came together for a common goal. The enthusiasm and dedication that everyone showed made it impossible for us to fail. I can't even express how proud and excited that made me. For a long time, our success has been limited only by what we define as our job. But with everyone pulling together, there was nothing that we could not accomplish.
Hello, my name is John Jeffers. I'm Chief Financial Officer located at the Benton Administration Office, and I was fortunate to be involved in about a third of the food distribution sites. First, a little history on the development of this project. We first thought about having one of the food items be hot dogs and hot dog buns, but Paul Wells vetoed that idea. He just couldn't reconcile the idea that in America, hot dogs come in 10 to a package and hot dog buns come in 8 to a package. So we had to substitute bologna for hot dogs and hot dog buns. But this project was an absolute great success. We are privileged to have some very talented staff, some very hardworking staff. And some of our staff has been with us for quite a while. Cindy Dedman, for example, has been here since Moses was a boy. But generally speaking, we had some great teamwork, and I'm just very appreciative of all the staff that put in all this great time.
Also, according to my calculations, CADC spent approximately $500,000 on food. The teamwork of you guys and gals was just incredible. We're estimating that we had staff hours from Head Start of about 2,300 hours, just amazing. SCAT had another 1,700 hours of staff time. And then there's all the other staff that helped out. The hours are just incredible. Not only are we thankful for the staff that directly helped, but we're thankful for the other staff that held down the fort, so to speak, while all of this was going on. We still had SCAT drivers continue to deliver customers to cancer, dialysis, and other appointments, the scheduling of those appointments, taking phone calls and responding to those calls, processing LIHEAP utility assistance, doing weatherization inspections, processing payroll, paying bills, and the whole multitude of other duties that go on a daily basis. Ladies and gentlemen, what you accomplished here is you put food on the table for over 9,000 families. Congratulations and thank you. I hope you enjoyed doing this as much as I did, and if you did, guess what? They're talking about doing it again.
Hi, I'm Paul Wells. I'm Planning and Development Manager for Central Arkansas Development Council. The emergency food distribution that we did in the month of May was a wonderful experience. I bled, I sweat, I yelled, I cried, but all in all, it was a wonderful experience for the family of CADC, and I wouldn't have changed it for the world, and I would do it again in a heartbeat. As a part of the emergency food distribution team, I was fortunate to be able to be on many of the presets. As a part of the preset team, I was to go in the day before distribution and take one of the budget trucks and take the boxes in and meet with hopefully a group of volunteers at each one of the sites. And we built boxes and we met with the Cisco trucks and we filled the boxes and positioned them so that they would be easier to distribute the next day. And then, of course, the next day, the distribution team would come in and distribute those boxes to the people that needed them in each county. And one of the things that I took away from that experience was the fact that CADC is a family. And as a family, families are used to playing together, working together, fighting, arguing, and then coming back together for a common cause. And that's what I noticed that CADC did. We don't always get along, we don't always agree, but we always come back together for the greater good. And that's what happened with the emergency food distribution. As we went to each one of these sites, we didn't know what was to be expected each and every time because each site was different. Each group of people that we worked with was different, but we all came together for the greater good, and that's what's important. Each and every time that we did what was needed to be done for the boxes and for the things that needed to be done so that we could put the boxes into the hands of the people that needed to have them. And at the end of the day, we're still family. Whether you're SCAT, whether you're Head Start, whether you're CSPG, it doesn't matter what title you go by, you're still part of the CADC family. And that's what I took away from the emergency food distribution. That's the most important thing that all of us can take away from this, and that is we're still part of one big family.
Good morning, this is Lavelle Neal. I'm the Chief Operations Officer of CADC. I was taking up the cards that people completed when they were coming through to get their box of food. So I'm going to tell you a little bit of some of the things I heard and seen as we go through the month of May.
So as they were coming through the line to get their box of food, we had people that was just so thankful that we were there. I just want to pass that along to all of the workers and volunteers because they may not have gotten to hear that. But we had several people. We had a gentleman that came through. He was walking. He actually got in the line with the cars and walked around the block and everything. Came through going to carry his box of food home because that's how bad he needed it. We're talking a 60-pound box, so that's pretty heavy. Luckily, one of the volunteer policemen took that box home for him. We also had people that came in on bicycles, going to get their box of food. And with everybody working from CADC and working together, we were able to provide a way to get that box home without them having to carry it on their bicycle. We had a gentleman come through with a suitcase. He took the food out of the box and put it in his suitcase so he could wheel it home. When we were in Pulaski County, we had a gentleman come through in his electric wheelchair and set the box in his lap to be able to carry that home. So to me, those families really needed the boxes of food to get home, and I'm glad that we were able to provide it. I also had one gentleman come through, and when he was waiting, he asked me what was in the box, and I was telling him. And he started crying because he had 4 children at home, and they had just ate the last groceries that they had in their house. So that makes you feel really wonderful. And I just want everybody to know how appreciative I am of all of the CADC workers coming from the different departments to work together, and all of the volunteers that helped us to make this possible, because without everyone, we couldn't have done this. And it was such a success. And if you were able to be out there and hear the people, you would know how much it was needed.
Hi, my name's Todd Anderson. I'm the Systems and Programs Manager here at Central Arkansas Development Council. Last month, I had the privilege of helping CADC with their emergency food drive.
When I think back on it, the thing that stood out mostly for me were all the people. And when I talk about people, first off, I want to talk about our employees. Just like to thank every one of our employees that played a part in this massive undertaking that we took on. So it took a lot of planning on our part. Early stages on, I remember all the meetings that we had, strategic meetings about things, about what we were going to do, what locations we were going to secure, who was going to get the boxes, where we were going to get the boxes, all the phone calls that we made on behalf of each of the communities and counties. I mean, there was talk about how much food we were going to need, how much food we would need in this county, how much food would we need in the other counties. So there was a lot of planning that went into it, and a lot of hard physical work. So it wasn't just physical work, though. A lot of it was just mental work as well. Every day when you would get back to the hotel, you were just kind of exhausted, because it was a day that was, some days that we slung over 80,000 pounds of food in any given day. So thank you to all the employees that played a part in that. It was truly inspiring. I even think we had some people in the organization that thought we couldn't pull it off, but we did. And so that's a tribute to you, and we want to say thank you for all your hard work. Secondly, when I think about the people, I'm talking about the partners in the community that supported our mission. So every event that we went to, I was amazed at the willingness of people to help volunteer, not only with their own time, but with their own resources. We had community partners that donated facilities, food, boxes, and again, a lot of them just donated time. And we had some amazing volunteers. I can think back in a couple of communities, Nashville in particular, the entire football team came out and helped the entire day. We were there probably 6 hours, and they never left. And so they were a tremendous help. And it was that way in any community that we went to. El Dorado, it was a matter of picking up the phone call and calling Larry's Pizza and saying, hey, here's what we're doing. Can you donate some food? And then within hours, we had 25 pizzas. So kudos to everybody in the communities. It was outstanding to see the way that people turned out. And so we want to say thank you to them as well. And last but not least, when I think about people, are the recipients of the food. Just knowing that all your hard work is actually welcomed by the community, and there were so many people that thanked us for the work that we're doing. So seeing that gratitude from the people that serve, for me, it was a very personally rewarding experience, and I think it was for everybody that was part of it. So just knowing that in the unprecedented times that we're going through, that we have helped an individual or a family have food in a time of huge need, it's a great feeling. So overall, it was a lot of work, yes, but it was rewarding, and I was privileged to be a part of it.
Hi, my name is Evelyn Reed, Program Manager for Central Arkansas Development Council. As of March 10th this year, I have 40 years with the agency. I am responsible for the CSBG reporting for the agency, coordinate and schedule public hearings for the agency. With the commodity program, I oversee both programs, the TFL quarterly commodity in 12 counties, our CSFP monthly commodities in 7 counties for our seniors. Also responsible for the volunteer program and other duties as assigned. With the outbreak of COVID-19, jobs closed, school closed, the world, the life that we knew was no more. Most of our clients are low to moderate income. With job closures, it really hit them hard. With schools closed, children were home, all day, every day. The Emergency Food Box Program was a way for CADC to help these families in need to provide food securities for their families. I am so proud of our agency for going the extra mile to make sure that the people we serve had food to serve their families. Part of CADC's mission is to alleviate the causes and conditions of poverty. Providing food for needy families is one way to achieve that mission.
My name is Barbie Baxter, and I am the Central Arkansas Development Council Early Head Start, and ABC Program Manager Director. I've been with CADC for 21 years now, and in those 21 years we've done some amazing things, but the wonderful thing about the emergency food distribution program was it was an opportunity for Central Arkansas Development Council and all of the different programs within our agency to come together as one. So you had Head Start employees, Early Head Start employees, SCAT, CSBG, weatherization. We all came together to represent our agency, Central Arkansas Development Council, as one united front in each of the 19 counties that we serve. And just to be able to see the look of pure appreciation on the faces of the emergency food distribution participants was such a pleasure. As we placed the boxes in their vehicles, the smiles, the laughter, just the thank yous and God bless and all of those wonderful things that the participants would say. It was just overwhelming and very gratifying in all kinds of ways. So I just want to thank Mr. Randy Morris for allowing us to all come together as one to represent our agency across the 19 counties, because I truly believe we really helped our participants in their time of need, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, but just in daily lives. The emergency food distribution was a wonderful opportunity to meet the mission of CADC. So that's all I wanted to say. Thank you for letting me be a part of it.
Okay, now I want to take the time to thank some individuals. If I forget you or if I forget anybody, please charge it to my head and not my heart. But first off, I want to thank our partners that helped us accomplish this goal. Riverside Boxing, SMC Packaging, Summit Care, Regions Bank. We have Unicare. We have Barton Coliseum. We have lawmakers that came out and helped. We had the Arkansas Food Bank, USDA, Cisco, which was one of our biggest partners. We have Everett's, ASU Three Rivers. We also have chamber members that came out and helped us locate places. Man, there were so many individuals that helped us. And like I said before, if I forget anybody, please charge it to my head and not my heart. So from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you guys for helping. Okay, there's some other individuals that I want to help. I want to thank our volunteers. I want to thank you guys for tirelessly coming out and helping us achieve this goal. We couldn't have done it without you. And I truly say that we could not have done this without you guys coming out and helping. I also want to thank my administration staff, my leadership staff. I thank you guys because of your dedication and your willingness to see the vision that I had and to push hard to make it come to pass. So I thank you guys for that. I also want to reach out to the board members. We had some board members that were able to come out and help us. And I thank you guys. I thank you guys for coming out to help, of course, because it's in your communities that we did this. I thank you guys for coming out. I thank you guys too for entrusting me with such a great organization to go out and accomplish this goal. And we have many more to come for many years. So I appreciate you guys for that. Now, I want to most definitely, from the bottom of my heart, thank my frontline workers. It's because of your willingness to help, your willingness to go out and do the things that were needed that we accomplished this. I mean, you guys, I had some administration staff do it as well, but I thank you guys because you guys went out and created these partnerships. You guys reached out to everybody to locate for the locations. I thank you guys for all of your hard work. I mean, if you think about it, think about the scale of what we did. We were able to give out 10,000 boxes to Arkansans that needed help. There was a lot of lives that we were able to put our hands on and say, here, we wanted to help you guys for the month of May. I mean, I'm touched because of a vision that I had that you guys saw fit to pull together and make it come to pass. I know there were some people that thought that he's just overreaching and this can't come to pass and it's too fast and it's just not going to happen. But you guys were able to make something like this happen in less than a month. Things didn't get finalized until less than a month, and you guys were able to push and make it happen. So I want to tell you guys from the bottom of my heart that I appreciate you. I thank you. It's a celebration. We were able to accomplish our goal. We were able to hand out 10,000 emergency food boxes for May. So I thank you guys and I appreciate you guys. I want to tell everybody, keep your eyes on CADC because we have some big things on the horizon and we're going to keep pushing and we're going to keep helping. I mean, I'm touched that everybody got behind the mission of CADC and we were able to accomplish this. So thank you guys.